the equipment. Right, hopefully you can hear me. I just need to reconnect my tablet with the Wi-Fi from my phone. Yeah, this is high-tech stuff here, because I need my script from Google. Just had a complete and utter crash of the Streamlabs app. So as much as I love it for being able to do a live stream like this, because for some reason on the tablet it won't actually, YouTube won't let the phone or the tablet do a stream. I've got to use outside apps, so sorry for the inconvenience and the wait. I'm getting to it ASAP. So, okay, I think I'm up and running. Right, can I just have someone who's watching, can you please tell me whether you can actually hear me? I just need that confirmation before I can start talking properly. Please. I just need to check the app again. There's nothing showing up on my screen. Okay, everything looks good on there. What's going on with this? Ah, brilliant. Okay. So okay. But I know I'm being recorded still. I'm just making sure that everything's good. I'm just still waiting for the chat. Courtney, can you please leave a comment? Okay. But I know I'm being recorded still. I'm just making sure that everything's good. Okay. Right. So I think we're good and up and running now. So, okay. This is a bit of a kind of amateur show here, so sorry about the inconvenience. Technology is absolutely fantastic when it actually works. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work. Okay, that's fine. I'm expecting the lagging audio. Thanks for that. I just need to know that people can actually hear me, which it looks like they can, because I can hear myself. Right, so I'm just going to bring up the notes that I have here and I can get started. Okay, so greetings and welcome. This is my Valentine's special for the positivity stream that I started a little while ago. I think I've only done 2 streams before this. I kind of got a bit sick. Massive chest infection for a few weeks, and honestly I was practically bedridden. Took amoxicillin and a lot of other stuff, and it took a lot to get me back to normal. And unfortunately also, I know people was probably expecting a video to go out today regarding how to get to sleep fast for the anxious, and sorry if my camera's wobbling slightly. It's just the desk I'm on. Sorry, table, should I say. It's just a setup. Couldn't do that for today because, mainly because it's Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend that with my wife. Okay, we had to go out shopping and stuff, and it hasn't really been a normal one, as anyone else can probably imagine right now, because there is, well, nowhere to go. So it's been a bit weird. We spent today watching stuff like Lord of the Rings and like the extended edition, Grandma's Boy, just spending time with each other. But anyway, good now. There is other stuff, but it's nothing I can really get into on here. It's mainly about my own mental health, which I will probably get to in other videos, maybe even other streams. It's not something that I really want to get bogged down on my first stream back. The point of this stream is to be positive and spread the positivity. Okay? So, with that being said, if you're finding me for the first time, Salad Cream Boy, my channel, it's dedicated to spreading positivity on streams like this, and in the videos, it's basically giving out tips and tricks on how to improve your mental state. Mainly for people who have something like anxiety, depression, or anything else that they may have. But I mean, it can be for anyone. Obviously, I'm not going to say don't watch my video if you don't have anxiety, but it is aimed at improving the mental state of anyone who's watching it. Okay. Um, so it's something that, okay, I'm not a medical professional. I do work for the NHS, and I've heard a load of stuff. I've seen a load of stuff, not necessarily from work, in my own life as well. I've been through stuff, probably not as much as some, probably more than others. But my intention for this channel is to use that experience in a positive way, and it's not all about, okay, all woe is me, my life's rubbish and that's that. I'm using the stuff that I've learned over the years, because I look in my, not in the job that I am at now, to a point. No, to be fair, I have learned stuff in my current job, and thank you for the people who support me in that. It really is appreciated. But especially in my last job, there I went through a lot of bad stuff with people. There have been people who dictate, and how shall I word this? Let's put it this way. People say a load of stuff and they just say a load of rubbish, but what you need to do is select and cherry pick out of that rubbish the good stuff, even though those people don't do it themselves. Even if they're even if they don't practice what they preach, doesn't mean that the lessons aren't valid. Now, huge example of this, these streams, all of my videos. Now, there is stuff, and my wife can testify to this. I am my own worst enemy at taking my own advice. Actually, I'm my own worst enemy with anyone's advice. But that being said, I'm still going to give you guys the fruits of what I've learned over the years. And just because I'm not great at following my own advice doesn't mean that it's not advice that isn't worth sharing. And I hope, if I can change one person's life, if I can make one person's life that even just a tiny fraction bit better, I'm happy. I've done my job, and I hope I can do it for others. Anyway, so I just want to answer a couple of questions. Let me just see. Sorry, I'm on another screen. I just need to get back to chat, just in case. Okay, right. So this isn't questions that it's from YouTube or anything. It's not even about mental health. It's questions that people have asked that's out of curiosity about my live streams, about my channel, about me. So I just want to answer a couple of things. Okay. So one of the questions is my tooth. I've been asked if I'm okay, if anything's happened to me, if someone's punched it out of me, what's happened. I have this tooth here. It used to be capped, so the tooth here used to be the same size as that, so I used to look like Bugs Bunny. Yeah, no. Years and years and years and years and years ago, and I'm talking, I was back at school, so I was probably about 12 or 13 when it happened, got in a fight, and my face hit the curb, and it broke the tooth. My dad took me to get it capped, and just recently, 20 odd years later, if it's been that long, It's just fallen out. I bit into something that I got from Costco. Um, it just it just broke off. That is literally what's happened. Working on it so I can get that sorted out, because it does affect some of my speech. Um, it affects some of the F's, the V's, and stuff like that. And it's something that I really want to get sorted, because it make not only make my YouTube videos and stuff sound a lot better, it's actually kind of affecting my confidence in the way I speak a little bit, and I tend to stutter and stammer a bit more with people than I probably would have if it was still there. I know it's not necessarily such a big thing, but it does affect your confidence. It really does. And luckily, it come at the point where I just started wearing masks like in a mandatory way at work. So I thought to myself, actually, other than going out, which we don't do now anyway, not that bad. So if you're anyone who might watch this is in the same position as me, where manky teeth, then don't worry about it. You're wearing a mask anyway. All the more reason to wear one. Which a lot of people don't, but I'm not going to get into that. So anyway, the other question people have been asking is, why is my channel called Salad Cream Boy? Simple reason for that, actually. I'm not going to say the person's name just in case they don't want me to, unless they're watching this, and please comment and I'll say your name. I do owe them probably a percentage of what I earn in the future, because without this name I probably wouldn't even make the channel, because I couldn't make one up. And my name, Nigel Mayo, which is the reason for the Salad Cream Boy, link in a minute, you'll probably get it. So this is back before Facebook, before YouTube, before anything. It was when everyone was using internet cafes to access the internet, and I didn't have an email address, and it's actually given me a bit of confidence and makes me hate my last name less, because he basically just used Salad Cream Boy to make my first email address. It's not in use, so no one can email it anymore. So I can tell you what it is. It's called saladcreamboy@hotmail.co.uk. Now, I really like this idea. I didn't tell him at the time, because it was just like, oh, he's just taking a mickey out of me. But it really worked. Now, these are the kind of things that you want to keep in your life, where people are thinking outside the box, and they're being, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. They're joking around with you, but they're being kind. He actually told me this as well. He actually says, look, it's a bit more different from calling you Nigel Mayonnaise or Nigel Mance or anything like that. Just a bit different, and people wouldn't necessarily link it straight away. So when it come to the point where I wanted to start a YouTube channel, honestly, there wasn't any other name I could call it. I'm not going to call it Nigel Mayo and that's it, or anything else. That is literally, I am Salad Cream Boy. So there's your answer. Even though it's about mental health and various other things that I'm going to get through in the future, there are other things coming which I'm going to be mentioning on here. Yeah, it's a really nice name for me. I mean, it might be funny, but yeah, so what? It's something that it makes me forget about all the really, really nasty stuff I was called at school. And this guy, I'm going to call you G, because I don't want to say what your name is in case you don't want me to. I just want to say thank you for that. Now, right, what was I going to do? So I just need to get back to my notes. I have got some sort of plan here. Okay, so yeah. Oh, by the way, the other question which I've been asked, why the flat cap? Well, one reason right now is the fact that I've had my hair cut, and I need to have it cut a bit more, and a bit at the back. I was actually trying to get it cut like Hawkeye from the Avengers in Endgame, But I need to get my wife to cut it a bit more. Hairdressers aren't open at the moment, but she knows how to cut hair, so why not use that? And just happy to do it. Not at the time because I am a bit of a baby when it comes to pain, but yeah, you know. Anyway, so where were we? Yeah, so that's why it's called Salad Queen Boy. My channel is, yeah, again, my channel is all about hints and tips and improving your mental state, regardless if you have a mental health condition or anything else. If I can do anything to help you, my job's done. Right. What can you expect from me tonight other than rambling on about myself? So, I'm going to give you a bit of wisdom of my experience, which it will probably won't take long. Okay, so this tonight, because it's I was about to say Halloween special. I've got that in my head today because I've said that like 3 times. So if you're lonely tonight, if you're a lonely heart, or even if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever, it can't be with them tonight. Like myself, I'm in a long distance relationship. My wife is with me for 6 months at least at the moment, but it is still a limited amount of time. And yeah, I know what it's like to be completely alone. Even before getting married, my friends who know me before I met my wife, which it's been going 10 years now. I'm not married 10 years, but I've known her 10 years. They could tell you I have absolutely no clue how to talk with women when I want to chat them up. I really don't. Unless they speak to me first, honest to God, even now, after meeting my wife, I wouldn't know how to go up to speak to someone in a bar unless they speak to me first. Not necessarily to chat them up, but for anything. Even to say, oh, by the way, can I just ask you, where'd you get your t-shirt or what you're drinking? It looks really nice, or whatever. I just physically can't. I hate going up to people like that. So anyway, I'm rambling now. So yeah, it's for lonely hearts and anyone who might be feeling alone right now, because even if you are partnered with someone and they're not physically there in the building, room, whatever with you, it's still difficult because you can't go out anywhere with them, even if you're sat right next to them right now watching this. So about the sirens, I live quite close to a hospital and a police station, so unfortunately they're going to come past, but I'm going to apologise now for it. So um, yeah, it's just to give a bit of positivity, even if it just kills an hour or so, which I'm probably doing right now. Even if it just passes a bit of time, it's just something to listen to. It's something I'm hoping I'll make you laugh a bit because I do have some jokes coming up. Um, it just, I just want you guys to know that when I say we are all in on this, we are all in on this. No one should be alone. Not on Valentine's Day, not Christmas, not even then, not ever. So, this is a weekly thing I'm doing. I'm restarting this on Valentine's Day because the way my life is right now, stuff going on, it just made sense to start it on an event. So, yeah. If there's anything, oh, so what I want to do is say, I put at the start of the live chat, there's a link on there, so it'll send you to a Google form, which is just a chat box, sorry, text box should I say. Just ask a question about anything, even if I don't have an answer for it, it's just interaction. If you want to tell a joke, put it down there. If you just have a comment about the stream, keep it nice because anything bad will be deleted. Anything and I don't mean like criticism. I can take criticism, but anything like swearing, stuff like, just really harsh, that kind of stuff, that's not going to be tolerated, and YouTube will be on you like a ton of bricks as well if you do that. But anyway, we're keeping it positive, keeping it happy, keeping it light, and I am going to try and keep it light. There might be a couple of life lessons and stuff I want to life lessons or stuff I want to go through. My main intention is to keep it light and, you know, just give you a bit of friendly advice. And that's all this is, by the way, just advice. I don't want to ever sound like I'm dictating, saying, by the way, if you don't do this, then you'll never ever get true happiness. That's not the case. All I want to do is to basically just say, be happy. Anyway, digressing. So yeah, I'm going to go through some inspirational stuff, tell a few jokes, and I want to hear from you guys. Like I just said, I put a link on there, say what you like, but I want some interaction. I want to be able to say, oh yeah, that's nice, congratulations, or blah blah blah, and I want to be able to talk to you guys. So anything that's on your mind, just go for it. It doesn't have to be about mental health. It doesn't have to be about this live stream. It doesn't have to be about me, you, or anything. You could literally just say, knock knock, who's there, and go for it, you know? So, yeah. Anything you want to say, just go for it. That's all I've got to say about that. Yeah. So, there's a couple of Facebook groups that I'm moderator of, that I've been asked to be a moderator of, to basically welcome people to channels, basically approve posts, offer advice on a mental health one. There's another one called Drunken Critical Drink or something. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll get back to that. But there's just a couple of things I just want to mention. The reason I mention groups right now is that I did promise that I was going to do a couple of shout outs to other YouTube channels, because they were the inspiration for me creating a YouTube channel. So the first one is, it actually comes from a channel called Nerdrotic Live, and what I'll do is I'll put a link in the chat. Let me just copy and come on, Nige, you can do it. Okay, so I'm just going to paste that in the chat. By the way, is anyone actually chatting? Because so that's not a criticism. I do actually have issues with this technology here. So yeah. Anyway, so Nerdrotic Live. He hosts a show every Friday night. It could be anywhere between 10 o'clock or 11, half 11 UK time. Not sure what that is where he is, because he comes from the northeast, the western side of America, Hollywood and all that. So I can't remember what the actual time there is right now. Courtney, could you look that up for me? Just say what it is in Hollywood right now, and just put it in the chat what time it is. Or if I have any other American people here, just let me know. Okay. So yeah, I just want to do a shout out to this guy, because he created the channel Nerdrotic and also Nerdrotic Live, and on the live channel there's a live stream that goes on for about usually about 5 hours, and it goes on about the current state of the media, SJWs and all that, and I'm not going to go through all that kind of stuff on a stream like this, but he gets on like about 6 or 7 other people on these streams, and honestly, watch them. Not necessarily on the commentary that's on the state of the media right now, which is pretty bad. But there's a lot of stuff on there that honestly, there are times where my stomach hurts because I'm laughing that bad, and my face, I have to massage it. There is some damn funny stuff on that. One of the reasons is, and I'm going to post another link. There's a guy on there. He doesn't actually speak on there. He just edits like videos, clips and stuff. He's actually edited the introduction for the show before anyone even comes on screen. And I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right because I just honestly can't remember. His name is Perry Chan. And honestly, it's not exactly like $100 million production kind of thing. He's just basically putting other people's faces on various scenes and stuff. But really, oh my god, funny as HE double hockey sticks. It is so good. Again, I'm going to copy this, and I'll get to the reason I'm doing this in a minute. Yes. Oh no. I'll just talk about it now. So, inspiration for this channel. Where's my YouTube gone again? I really am getting old here. Ah, brilliant. Thanks, Iman. You're a star. So it's about GMTA. Da, 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 da. So I thought that was behind us. Is that like midday or something? Like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or night? You're talking here because I thought that was behind us. Probably gonna say about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so I'm gonna put another link here called Perry Chan. After you watch the stream, please look up his videos. It's so good. There is one called the Filoning, basically about Dave Filoni, who's part of the Mandalorian series, who produces it, creates it, whatever he does with it. Because there was a bit of an argument one day, like last year, and he edited it in such a way that it like scenes of people chasing others, like murder scenes and stuff. Please, please, please go and subscribe or whatever to this guy and Nerdrotic as well, Nerdrotic Live. It is absolute gold. And also, even if you don't watch their live streams because on the night, because they are like 5 hour streams, watch it next day or watch it while doing the chores, washing up, laundry, whatever. Just have it in the background, and oh my god, you will not regret it. So the reason why they influence me, um, mental health. Now, I see a lot of stuff in movies, in TV series, that, and it's also about this SJW stuff in the States of Hollywood at the moment. There's just so much bad stuff in the media, and I really, really wanted to shine away from that. And I wanted, there's probably other people doing this kind of thing as well, if you look hard enough, but I just wanted to give people something where, okay, this is all going to hell. There's too much, as someone on another stream said, there's a suspicious amount of women on these things. And that's not something that I want to be put down as being sexist, but there's a lot of switching male to female when it's not necessary. One example of this is Ghostbusters. There's black people that's been put in the place of a royal family which is white, which, okay, if the actor's good, they're good. But where I draw the line is, it's history. You don't change stuff that's history. You want it to be accurate. You don't make a white princess into a black princess. It just doesn't make sense. And it's all this shoehorning tick boxes into films and stuff, which I really, really don't agree with. But I'm not going to get into that. My point is, I wanted my channel, when it first started, I wanted to be able to talk to us about stuff which is positive, because there's just so much negativity that's going on TV, film, news reports, all that kind of stuff that, look, especially when you have anxiety and depression, it's the last thing you want to be listening to. And you just want some positivity. That's when I started it. Now, it changed because I wanted to cover stuff like, I don't know, well, just general mental health stuff. There was things that were really, really on the forefront of my mind and that I was passionate about that I wouldn't be able to cover if I was just doing reviews about TV shows and stuff. So if you go to my channel, my videos and stuff, you'll see very early on, like 5 ways how to enjoy good Star Trek, anti-woke stuff. So There was some of that, but then when I got the idea of there's something called, I believe, I think I called it From Anxiety to Now. It's a whole playlist. I started talking about my life. I didn't actually think anyone would want to watch it. It's actually got a good amount of views. Like, I know it's only like 30 on each, but I just wanted to document it somewhere so that I could go back, listen to it, and think, okay, so that was me then, and this is me now. So I'm actually quite happy that people have actually watched them. I'm mind boggles. So it evolved into, okay, I can't just talk about this because there's other stuff I want to get out there. So I'll make it more of, I want to just improve the mental state of people instead of just offering stuff to watch. That way it expands my, and I don't know if people like using this word, but it expands my niche and the amount of stuff I can actually talk about on this channel. So yeah, I started talking about 10 ways of how to get to sleep and 5 ways how to do that. Gifts you could get people with anxiety and various other stuff. So yeah, but it all spewed from watching Friday Night Tights originally because I want there to be a day where I want to be honest. Do mental health stuff? Maybe not, but if I start talking about stuff like videos and the media a little bit more, maybe. But yeah, that was my starting point. For my channel, now there was another question I was asked, and it leads on to me shouting out another YouTubist. Yeah, 8 hours, so it's 8 hours away, so that's fine. Great. So yeah, so it would be so it'd be about 3 or 4 in the afternoon in America, when Friday night tight starts. It's yeah, this time of the evening is a tongue twister. So yeah, I want to shout out someone else, and at the end of every one of my videos, you hear the saying, whether you like it or not, at the end of the day, it gets dark. Now, the idea of that is spewed from someone called the Critical Drinker. Now, I want to thank him because it gave me the idea that at the end of the day, it gets dark, because I use it all day, every day at work, and it drives people crazy. So I thought to myself, it's something I can just put in my videos at the end of it. It's just a nice saying. I just like it. And it comes from a guy who basically his channel is a drunken Scottish guy just rambling on about the state of media, what his favourite films are, what he can do to fix bad ones. He does live streams to basically go through a movie and say how absolutely effing awesome it is. And honestly, he's a pleasure to listen to. So what I'll do again is I've got all these links down in a list. I say a list. Nerdrotic, Perry-chan. Have I not done the drinker? Not done the drinker, just in case he listens to this. That's Tatiana's job. People who watch his channel know what that means. So, have I... Oh, yeah, there it is. I don't know why it's not highlighted. Copy... So when I say, Courtney, can you do this and that for me? Courtney is the name of my wife. She's also watching this right now. So I'll put the link down in the chat for the Critical Drinkers stream. Again, it's something that I encourage you to subscribe to, because my God, so good. One of my favourite videos of his when this Jodie Whittaker era of Doctor Who right now, when they done this big reveal. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you, not that it's a huge spoiler, but when they completely changed everything on Doctor Who, and he come out with this video where he basically says Doctor Who is like a beloved teddy bear, and what Chibnall Whittaker have done is basically put a big sex toy on it in replace of the head. it's, you have to watch it. It's comedy gold. But this guy, oh my god, he is so good. And it gave me some inspiration how to talk on my channel. Okay, in my videos, I admit I really do talk slow on them, and it's like listening to a preschooler half the time. That's how I hear myself back when I actually speak on these videos. But yeah, it's a lot of my inspiration going forward comes from him, because as opposed to, even though I do ask people to subscribe on my channel, when he puts his catchphrase at the end of every single one of his videos, regardless of whether it's happy, sad, angry, whatever, he always says, anyway, that's all I've got for today, go away now. And then he ends his video. So that's why I thought that's not a bad idea. I'll put at the end of the day it gets dark, because that's one of my favourite sayings. No one really needs to know why I do it. It's a nice thing to do. So I am taking a very long time to get through my plan here, and I do apologise for that. Not that I need to apologise, but I feel I kind of need to, because without the support of everyone watching, without views, without accumulating minutes or anything, I won't get anywhere near closer to be able to, um, monetize, which is the big goal. Not necessarily the big goal, because the big goal is to help people, but when I get monetized, I'll be making more money. I'll be able to get easily better afford better equipment. I'll be able to get better content out, and just change a load of things and just make things a lot better for these videos. So hopefully it'll make it better for other people. I'll be able to get more videos out more better, because I might even send it out to people to edit, that kind of stuff. And it really all does help, which is why people on all their YouTube channels say subscribe, because the more subscribers they get, the more people regularly watching their channel, the more likes and comments, all that stuff that they gets their videos recommended, and again it just helps get more money, so it helps grow the channel, and by growing the channel it helps them create better content, get better cameras, get better microphones, get wallpaper, which I'll be doing in the next month or so, by the way. You won't keep seeing white wall like this. By the way, leave a comment in the live chat. What do you think of my models back there? There's another one which you'll see in my videos. It's a bus. It's actually all Lego, and it took me about 2 days to get done. Really, actually, no, what I'll do, again, why not? I'm going on about positive things here, may as well show you, without, completely breaking it. So, oh, it's actually heavier than you might think. So let me just see if I can get this up here. This is Lego. My wife brought it over for me, and I absolutely love it. Wheels go around. You can't see it from the angle, but there's an actual engine I had to build out of Lego in there. And there's various things that like slide open and stuff, and Peter Capaldi there from Doctor Who. There's like loads of detail in there. I'll actually get into it one day, because it's one of these things. Sorry, you might not be able to hear me. It's one of those things that I want to cover. That one of the things that help your mental health, mental state, will be getting a hobby. It doesn't necessarily need to be Lego. It could be YouTube. That's what I've done with this. It really does help. It focuses you, give you something to do. Like, for example, if Courtney wasn't able to get here tonight, like for this visit, whatever, I wouldn't be doing anything. And because I got YouTube, I can actually focus on this and talk to you. So, hobbies, it's the best thing in the world. It really is. And I might make that into a video. So, where are we on this plan? So, I've given you the link to Critical Drinker. Okay. Oh, come on. And the keyboard has connected back. I'm using a Bluetooth keyboard and it can be temperamental with tablets. Yeah, anyway. So where were we? Oh yeah, and I'm going to be telling jokes as well. Okay, yeah, so critical drinker, some other his catchphrases is, say if a producer or whatever is like, it's all going to pot during a production, and if basically they make a bad decision and everyone tells them not to, and the drinker basically says, yeah, so he was going to do that, but and he'll say, nah, it'll be fine. Um, yeah, so I really loved Critical Drinker. If you could subscribe to him, that will help his channel and it would just make your day as well. Just go through all of his videos and I promise you, you'll be laughing your face off. Okay? Because some of his reviews are just golden. And the last shout out I want to do is to Think Media, because you might notice over the last few videos that I made, there's been certain tweaks and improvements made to them. For example, I won't do the Salad Cream Boy logo right at the start of the video. I'll say, hi, this is what we're going to be doing, then do the logo, and then go into, hi, my name is Nigel Salad Cream Boy, etc. Just little tweaks like that. And when you get a transition where you get like lists of things, like when I do my top 10 tea, for example, which is chamomile, you'll actually see the transition. It's a video at the back as opposed, it's animated as opposed to just a picture. So it's just a load of things I'm trying to work on right now. And I bought a course, a basic set for YouTube. It cost me like £30 or something at the time, but my god, it was worth it. So many ideas and stuff, so I just really do need to think media for that. Really, it's made stuff so much better for me. Yeah, really has. Right, so after all of this time, about 45 minutes, I'm actually going to start going through the stuff I wanted to talk about. Oh, by the way, last thing, I'm hoping to start doing merchandise. If anyone wants something like that, just let me know, whether it be a private comment in the link at the top of the live chat, or if you want to put in the chat or get to me through, I've actually got a Salad Cream Boy Facebook page, just look out for that and just like put comment there. However you want to get to me, just do that and I'll reach out to you. Really does all mean the world. Or if you want to put an email address or anything in the private comment, I'll email you. Even if you just want to put more ideas to it, or if there's anything you want with the logo on, that's great. And I'm not saying this to just anyone. Most likely it'll be people who are watching this who I know personally at the start, but I'm hoping this will grow. And it's just a nice few more quid I can make on the sidelines before getting monetized. Every single little helps. Right, so here we go. Main stuff. Oh yeah, one thing the Critical Drinker says, which I've took on board as well. Let's begin, shall we? Okay, before I do, I just need to click on the live chat again. I just want to see if I missed anything. No, I haven't. Okay, so main content. Oh, by the way, if you do get any value from this comment, please comment. If you do get any value from this content, please consider subscribing. As I've said earlier, it really does all help. And comment and do anything you like with it. And please, if you like anything I do, I cannot emphasize enough, I really would love you to consider sharing my stuff. Because, not necessarily for me, if you know anyone who might silently need the stuff that I go through, it will be so much of help to them. And you might have someone, for example, on your Facebook who you never know might need it. So you be doing them a service as much as myself. They may not even watch it, but you know what? At least if it's out there, people can actually benefit from it. And that's what I want. I want people to benefit from what I do here. Okay? people aren't benefiting, if people don't like what I'm doing, then please, one, tell me, and okay, fine. I forgot what I was going to say there. Just going to refresh the page as well for any responses. No, look, I'm not expecting any responses. My channel is pretty much new. It's on since like August, so I'm not expecting like hundreds and hundreds of people to be flooded in. But I do ask for anyone to consider. I would never tell anyone. I would just ask if you would consider. Right, now with that being said, let us get on with it. Okay, if you start hearing crunching in the background, it's my rabbit Ghost, which you might have seen in a couple of videos. Okay, so for anyone who is alone at this time, anyone who might even have a partner, wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and they're not with them, or even if you are, this might be for you. So, Valentine's Day, it has become something where, a little bit like Christmas to a point, where it just makes you buy stuff, and it's very about corporate. It's corporative. And look, if you're alone, if you're single, this is one advantage that you have on couples, because you don't feel pressure to buy anything. You don't feel pressure to plan anything. You don't feel like you have to make that big special effort for the day. And for someone who is single or who doesn't have someone with them right there, that's a superpower on Valentine's Day, let me tell you. It really, really is. Not to say that, okay, for my wife, I'm glad to have her here, but I know how it can be really good for people who don't have anyone. And look, you need to be able to find the silver lining in that cloud. So that's one of them. So what I would say is, I'm not necessarily going to be looking at the camera here, so I'm just going to be reading what I've got here, which I put down as notes. So basically, to enjoy the day, I put together a few things. So what I've got to say is, don't define. If you're feeling really, really low at this point, just a few things. Don't define yourself by the day, or don't define yourself by the fact that you do or don't have a partner. You need to be able to feel comfortable in your own skin first. And when you do that, maybe you start attracting more people. And maybe that might be a little harsh thing for me to say, but the fact that you don't have a partner, you don't have anyone to share that day with, okay, it's not a great situation. I've been there a very long time. But, and again, easier said than done, you shouldn't define yourself by it. And what I mean by that is, you shouldn't let the fact that you don't have someone to enjoy the day with stop you from enjoying it and stop you from living your life. Okay? If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, I know it's not great, not ideal, but you can't live your life by it. If you're just waiting, and I've been there, I used to think every single day, I can't wait to go out with the guys, like Broad Street or whatever, to go clubbing and like meet someone, and your whole life starts being about it. And when you start focusing away from that, honestly, things will become a load better. It really will. So some things you can do to, like, I know it's a bit late now being a live stream, but something to think about for maybe the next time, or maybe even for tomorrow, if you're not at work. Like, normally I wouldn't be at work tomorrow, but I got the week off, thank you. But like any weekend, because Valentine's Day, it is another day, just another day. Okay, it's nice for couples to be able to think of a way to make it extra special for yourself, just one day, etc. But when you don't have that person, you don't necessarily need to think, I'm losing out on this day. Just make the day about yourself if you want, or do the thing that you would do with a partner, just do it by yourself. I know how that sounded as soon as that come out, but what I mean is, if you want to go out to get pampered, I know there's not necessarily any places really open, but like if you're just going to get yourself a meal, if you're going to cook something extra special, do that for yourself, and just make, you need to start loving you and treating yourself how you would expect to treat your other half if you had one, or if you do have one. I think you know what I'm trying to get here. These words are really coming out very, very bad. Thought I'd put them together a bit better than this, but you know, there you go. Start things. What I mean by that, so like you get, sorry, I need a drink. Jack Daniels in a can, as someone said on one of the Facebook groups. So, what I mean by that is, so you get New Year's resolutions and stuff that you think, I'll start this on Monday, or I'll start this then, I'll wait for the new year, all that kind of stuff. So, my suggestion is use Valentine's Day. Start that course, start that exercise regime, start this, start that. Use it to get a fresh start on everything. And then, hopefully, by next Valentine's Day, and knock on wood, which I just did, this whole situation we got going on in the world at the moment would hopefully majority pass, and hopefully we'll be able to go out again properly, and you would have started stuff now that would improve your life, and this time next year you'll be so much more better for it because you started now. And you haven't waited till the new year, you haven't waited till your birthday, you haven't waited till Monday, you've done it now. And that's the best thing to start things now. Not tomorrow, not next year, now. I can't say that enough, really, I can't. I need to stop saying that now. That being said, as part of what I just said there, exercise. Go for a jog. Start jogging on a spot in your home. Get some dumbbells. Not even that. Keep active. Start doing the chores. Even if there's nothing done, just do them all again. You know, keep yourself active. And honestly, the day, if you just want to focus on it today, it'll be so much easier, and you'll just go so much quicker when you have something to occupy your mind. Do a jigsaw puzzle. Do some Lego. Reorganize your wardrobe, cabinets, anything. If you keep your mind occupied for the day that you really don't want to be thinking about anything else, it will make things so much easier, and you'll make tomorrow better for you as well, because I can tell you, especially, look, if you don't have a partner, I'm going to guess you may live alone as well. It will be so much better tomorrow if you keep yourself occupied today. Trust me, because one, you felt like you've accomplished something, and two, every single day that you're just spent there lying in bed watching Netflix, watching YouTube, don't want to, you know, put yourself off that watching YouTube, but every single day that you're doing something not productive, that you don't do anything with yourself, then that rolls on to the next day thinking, oh, I didn't do anything then, I might do something now but might not, and then all of your motivation will bit by bit just go away and go away, and it'll be so much easier to just stay in bed and do nothing. Trust me, I've been there. It is not a pretty thing, and not just when I didn't have a job, but every single weekend. If you have a job, when you don't do anything during the weekend just seems empty, and then before you know it, you're back at work, and then you're wishing you're at home, and then the weekend goes just like that, because you're not doing anything, you're not occupying yourself, and you're not enriching your life. So honestly, I know I just said exercise, but that can mean really anything. Keep yourself busy, because the more time you do nothing, the more time it festers, and the harder, the more difficult it's going to be to get up the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Honestly, again, I've been there, it's not pretty, and I don't wish something like that upon anyone, because it can end up in a really bad place where you don't want to be. More on that in another video. Okay, right, so another suggestion, put yourself into groups, like, I'm not going to be putting any links on this. There's actually groups that I've found in the past where it's not necessarily meeting people to get with them, but like anxiety groups, depression groups, where people just need to vent and things like that. They're out there, and honestly, I've pretty much spoken to someone from about 7 o'clock in the evening to about 1 o'clock in the morning, just text chat through apps to say, I'm here for you, just get it all out. Like, I went through stuff about marriage and things, and it was just basically a to and fro thing. At the end of it, you can just end the app, and that's it. You don't need to speak to them again. But it's just a nice vent, and it's just to keep yourself occupied, and it's a good way of connecting with people as well, because if you do want to keep in contact, if you do meet someone that you like, they like you back, or you make another friendship, all the better. It's done something for you. Get inspired by YouTube. Now, 10 years ago, you might find it difficult to find stuff, and it might all be like cat videos. But right now, especially stuff like this that you're watching right now, there is almost, I'm not going to say everything, there is almost there is almost a YouTube video for almost anything that you can think of. There's stuff that I've searched which I can't find, which is great because I can make videos about them in regard to mental health. But honestly, get yourself inspired. If there's stuff like, I don't know, I'll give you an example from my wife. She loves wood burning, and what that is, it's like the equivalent of soldering onto wood, and you can make pictures on cross sections of wood, of trees and stuff. She really loves doing that. Now, because I've done a YouTube channel, she thinks, okay, I'm going to start the hobby. Once I get a little bit good at it, I'm going to start doing my own YouTube videos. And look, not necessarily get inspired or anything. Take a class. Like, again, exercise. There are so many live exercise classes you can do that you can just follow on from them. There are so many YouTube videos of people doing exercise regimes where I'm going to say this in such a way that hopefully it won't upset people. I found YouTube videos of, let's just say, obese people, because I want to be able to follow something which is very easy to do, and it got my heart rate up when I did it. It took about 20-30 minutes, but from doing simple exercises, it gave me a good workout. And there's literally there is almost something for everyone. Okay, so find something on YouTube, and you know what? If there's something like a hobby, like my wife is considering doing, there's something you're good at, even if it's something like chatting about yourself, anything. You can literally think of anything that you might be good at, just one thing. Put it out there on YouTube, because one, it's doing yourself a favour. All you need, I mean, okay, I got myself a microphone. This is the microphone I'm using for my YouTube channel. It is the bomb. Air boom. But honestly, I started out on my first video just using the microphone on my phone, and it did kind of an okay job. You want to start improving your audio as you go along, because it's the audio people listen to, even if the video quality isn't that good. So If you want to get a hobby, go for it and then put it on YouTube, because even if it's talking about like mental health like this, if there's something that you're good at, or there's knowledge that you have, wisdom, whatever, get it out there, because the more you keep it in, the more you're hindering other people finding out about it, and the more of a difference it can make to other people, the better you'll feel in yourself. Honestly, some of the comments I've got, not necessarily from YouTube, personal comments that I've got from people that I know. My wife has told me someone that she knows about, and sorry if anyone is watching that knows my wife personally. I'm not going to mention any names about it, but she said I helped someone, and it actually kind of made me well up a little bit after I heard it. I done it in private. I didn't want her to see I did it. Now that she knows, now that she knows about it now. But it's stuff like that that makes you feel really, really good. It's like when you're in a job and you find out a customer or patient or whoever says that, oh my god, they've done such a good job, and you told about it. It puts a smile on your face, and that's one of the things that I'm hoping I get out of this. And I really suggest it for you too. Even if not one person watches any of your videos, it's something to keep you occupied. And boy, does YouTube keep you occupied. Believe me. Okay. Yeah, and just be the best you can be. Again, don't measure yourself by other people. Don't measure yourself by other people who have a partner and you may not. Don't even think about that. Focus on you. Be the best you can be. Once you're the best you, or aspire to it, then it improves yourself, improves your look on life, and it attracts other people and gets them to gravitate towards you. There's a lot of people who probably have a few things to say about me about that, but you know what? Like I said at the start, you need to shovel through all the rubbish and try and get the gold dust in it, and you just need to be able to, you know, take what you need from what people tell you. Okay? So, I've just got a couple of comments. So, my wife has just put a couple of comments on. So, a couple of activities as well you can do to, pamper yourself and stuff, and make it a nice, extra nice day for yourself if you want to do that kind of thing. So, face mask, like exfoliating ones, the kind of things that you kind of rub on yourself and turn your face blue, pink, purple, whatever. Exfoliate, cook a nice meal, favourite drink. Hallelujah. Good movie, kick your feet up and just relax. No cost weights. Can you just clarify that, Courtney? What's no cost weights? Are you just trying to say low costs? I don't know what you mean by that. Milk cartons, large water bottles, new rocks. Oh, I think what she means is stuff that you can order off Amazon or anything. You know, spend that money on yourself, which you may have spent on someone else if that was the case for Valentine's Day. Okay? Yeah, so Courtney, can you just please clarify that about no cost wastes? No cost weights. I can't get my words out. It's stutter or whatever. Yeah, just clarify that just so I can know and can explain to others. Okay, so back to the plan. Again, if you're just coming on to this live stream, there is a link at the top of the live chat. If you want to make any comments, ask any questions, tell a joke, just put anything on, and it can be confidential. Use that link. There'll be a text box. Type anything in there, and then I'll read it out. No one needs to know who you are. Okay. Which reminds me, I'm just going to go back to that to see if there's been any responses. Not expecting any, but nope, there aren't. Like I said, I've only got, 41 followers? Subscribers, I mean. So don't I'm going to get, a whole rush of stuff. Okay? Right, let's get back to the plan. Okay. Yeah, so I got through that. Okay. So there's a bit of an announcement I'm going to make on here, and I'm not going to make this announcement again until I've actually started posting the videos that I'm going to allude to. Yeah? Sorry, there's a knock on the door. Could be my rabbit. He has a tendency to bang stuff. Okay. So, yeah, that's got to be the rabbit. Just bear with me, everyone. I'm just going to open the door because I don't know whether it's locked out or not. Courtney? No. Okay. Best leave the door open for me, though. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had to be done. Okay, so I told you at near the start of the stream that I used to do stuff like comment on like the media and everything because stuff has just got woke and things, and I just wanted to get that positivity out there and just focus away from that. Now I want to get back to that kind of thing somewhat, and one of the things I want to do, the first one is going to be Doctor Who, because that's one of the things I've been so passionate about for years. And one of my first videos is going to be deriving from certain speeches from the Doctor, and I'm going to analyse it in the perspective of mental health and get positive messages from them, and just derive the meanings on how to improve people's lives, and just get a positive meaning from those speeches, like war speeches and things like that, that may not necessarily be positive on the out on just by listening to them, but there might be meanings that you can derive it from improving your own life. That's what I want to do, because everyone needs positivity. So what again I'll ask is, in that private box, or in the chat, the live chat or whatever, can you please just put something down like what's your favorite, what kind of what's the show, what movie, film, whatever, has had a positive change in your life. How was a movie or a television series, which ones have had a positive effect on your life? Can be small, or it could be life changing. Just let me know in the comments or on that private comment form I put on. Okay. So, oh yeah, or just let me know from those TV series or films. Let me know what your favourite quote is, what your favourite speech is, and again, what film, TV show, what actor, what character, whoever, what has inspired you from the media. Okay? Alright. Because, we all need to have a bit of positivity at the moment, especially now considering the situation, the pandemic and everything, and also the fact that we can't really go out and do too much because everything's shut down. Well, at least it is at the time of this live stream. So, yeah, considering there's stuff like suicide rates are going up, and divorce and homelessness and job losses, all that kind of stuff, I don't mean to trigger. But what I would say about that, just this: consider everything that's going on in the world at the moment. You're doing great. The fact that you're here and you're still going, and whatever you're doing, it's working, even if you don't feel like it is, you're still here, and honestly, you can say that there are people who are in a worse position than you are. There's always a worse person in a worse position. Third world countries, the homeless, all that kind of stuff. So I'd say count your lucky stars. I'm doing it. And look, you're doing great. If you need anyone to tell you that, I will tell you. You are doing absolutely amazing. Don't ever forget that, okay? You're doing great. You're still here. And if you're still here, do one better. Be amazing at something. Get a hobby. Sorry. But yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I'm bloody anxious about everything. I mean, to be quite honest, the only reason I started doing this stream and started this YouTube channel is because I pushed myself. If I didn't push myself, God knows what would happen. Especially not having Ghost, my rabbit. I mean, he pretty much saved my life, as I've said in my videos. Get yourself a pet, it's the best thing you can do. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not really going to go into my own anxiety. If you want to know anything about me, go look for the playlist from anxiety to now. It's not finished yet. There's a load of big stuff in my life. But if you want to take anything from what has prompted the advice I'm giving people, like for example, it's mainly going to be on the live streams. If I'm honest with you, just go to that playlist and it would tell you a lot. There's still a lot I need to put on there, but it would tell you a lot. There's no cuts or anything on it. There's no editing. It's literally just I press record and I didn't stop until I wanted to stop talking. The only edits on there, I believe, is one of the videos of the camera fell off, I think, so I had to edit that out. And the start of the video and the end of the video, it's basically me turning the camera on and turning the camera off. That's all I really edited out. Other than that, I just sat in front of the camera, started talking just like I've done right now. It may as well have been a live stream. Good idea. But I want these live streams to be positive. I don't want anything about that kind of stuff going on them. So no, I'm actually not going to do that. Okay. So, let's see. Just a quick second while anytime I go to the plan. So no cost weights to exercise with. Okay, but no cost. Sorry, I need you to explain that again. Right, so here's the lighter part of this live stream. I am going to actually attempt to tell a couple of jokes. Okay, bear with me while I get them up. I know it probably won't be funny with the build up, but here we go. One of these jokes, there's going to be someone who's going to absolutely kill me from telling it, because it's a joke that he has pretty much coined, and he'll know the one when he hears it from this. Okay. Where are you? Where are the jokes? By the way, again, anyone wants a joke to tell in the comments or anything, please do that. Okay, so 3 jokes. Joke number 1. So, 3 little pigs go into this restaurant and order a 3-course meal. So they get the menus from the waiter and everything. And so the first little pig says, okay, for starter, I'd like, some Caesar salad with some croutons. And okay, the waiter says, no problem. The second one says, okay, I just would like some chicken tikka bites. And this says, okay, that's a bit weird, you being a pig, but fine, no problem. Third little pig says, okay, I just want a bit of water. Actually, no, sorry. He says, I want water and I want lots of it. And the waiter thinks, okay, fine, it's only the starters. Probably not that hungry, fine, no problem, I'll get the water. So comes back, they enjoy the starters and that's it. So the main meal comes on. The main meal needs to be ordered. First little pig says he wants some steak. Waiter thinks, okay, pig's eating meat. New on me, but fine. I'm getting paid for this. The other little pig, the second one, he says he wants a leg of lamb. Okay, weird to me, but it's your money. Third little pig, I want water and lots of it. Okay, that's still weird, but you know, the other guys are spending loads of money, so I'll let it go. I'll get you water. It's still a bit weird to me though. Food comes and they enjoy a nice meal. So desserts come around to be ordered, and the first little pig says he wants some profiteroles. Okay, not a problem. The second little pig says wants some chocolate fudge cake. Wait says okay, no problem. Third little piggy says he would like water and lots of it. And the waiter thinks to himself, okay, look, I've got to know. It says to the pig, look, why are you ordering water? You haven't ordered anything but water the whole night. Not getting money. What's the issue here? And he says, well, you know, it's only because I've got to go wee all the way home. Made me laugh the first time I told it. This is probably the 100th time by now. Second joke. So, this is a bit of an old one, so a lot of people probably heard it already. Just checking the chat really quickly. Okay, so, second joke. Englishman, Scotsman and Irishman get lost in the jungle, and they get captured by this tribe. And they're about to sentence them to death, and they're pleading for their lives and everything. And one of them takes pity, and the chief takes pity and says, "Okay, then, look, you crossed our borders. We don't like that, but you know, because you're nice guys, let's see what we can do for you." So, what I'd like you to do, we'll send escorts with you. I want you to go out, each one of you, different directions, and I want you to pick a fruit or vegetable, pick 100 of them, and bring them back to us. There'll be something you need to do after, but bring one, and I don't mean one of each. I mean, say if you get an apple, I want 100 apples, and they thought, okay, not so bad. So they go out with their escorts, and they come back. So the first one's Englishman. Comes back with a load of 100 grapes. And okay, the chief says, okay, no problem, well done, well done. It's one other thing I want you to do now before I can let you go. I want you to take all of those grapes, every single one of them, all 100, and I want to stick every single one of them up your bottom without laughing. Englishman, okay, it's gonna be uncomfortable, but okay, let's see what I can do here. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 98, 99, 100. Chief, looking really impressed, says, okay, can't argue with that, you're free to go. Goes on his merry way. Scotsman comes back. And, oh, by the way, I can't do a Scottish accent, so I'm not even going to try. So, Scotsman comes back, and he has 100 plums. Bit bigger than the grape, but you know. So, again, he's told that he needs to stick every single one of them up his bottom without laughing, and then he can go scot-free. No pun intended. Says, okay, it's gonna hurt, but if I'm going to live through this, then if it's what I've got to do, I've got to do it. So, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 98, 99. But before he gets that 100th one in, starts bursting out laughing uncontrollably. And the chief goes up to him and says, oh my god, you just got to that last one and you just lost it. Why? What the hell, man? You could have just gone out there. You're gonna die now. And he says, I'm sorry, it's worth it. I can see the Irishman coming back and he's got pineapples. That's joke number 2. Joke number 3. Again, it's kind of coined by the guy who used to be my manager. And he's going to hate me for doing this because, especially with this tooth problem, I don't know how I'm going to go with it. It's going to take a little while to do. It's probably going to take a few minutes. So, I'm going to take a sip before I do it and I'll start. Okay. So, this inbred Amish family, already politically incorrect here. So, Amish family. End of the day, and it's getting dark. Boom, boom. And they have all these loads of candles about the place, and so they basically try to blow each one of them out, and it's not working. And they have to like throw them out the window because they can't. But there's this last one. Basically, they're left with this one last candle, and they need to be able to see and stuff, and just think it's that last one. They just can't throw it away. So there's I can't think of names right now. Let's just say mum, dad, son, daughter. So dad he's trying to blow out the candle, but because of his condition, he goes can't blow it out. So goes over to his wife and he says, that's not the alcohol, by the way. It's the stand. It just gave way. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't realise my jokes are that bad. Okay, bear with me. I just need to adjust this. Okay. Just make sure it's still working. Okay. Still on. Brilliant. So yeah, he goes to his wife, and I have to do the accent here. I'm so sorry. Can you just help me blow this candle out? I'm just having so much trouble. I can't just. I'm going, but I just can't. I can't seem to blow it out. So the wife, looking disapprovingly of him, attempts it herself. Okay, I do it for you. So she starts. Can't do it. So she goes to the son and the daughter and wakes them up. There's son. Dad and I, he went like, can't do it. I went, can't do it. We need kind of blow now. So the son is like, yeah, okay, just give it here. Really pissed, really peed off that he was woken up for this. So he starts. Just can't do it. So he goes over to daughter. I can't. Look, they've worked and stuff. Just blow a can out for me. So she goes. Yeah, right. All of them not having the least bit of can't do it. No success whatsoever. So middle of the night, knock on the door from the neighbours who aren't inbred, by the way. So dad is a bit concerned because it is late at night, but he goes down to answer the door, and he says to him, look. We got a candle blow out. We need to get some sleep. We're stressed here. Can you please help? Because I've gone to candle and I went. I can't do it. Mum has just gone. she can't do it either. Even if we even got the kids up and they went, and the other one went. Look, can you just blow this candle out for us and can we just go to bed? So the neighbour went to them, said, okay, let's get this candle, where is it? Here you go. Grabs the candle, tss, done. I don't think I've done it with anywhere near as much finesse as my past manager did it, but I still think it's funny. Now, let's see. I'm gonna go through my list a bit more. Those are the jokes over with. Again, if you have a joke, please, 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 please share it with us. It would just mean the whole world to pretty much everyone. We need more humour in this world. Right, I'm just going back to the chat, and then I will continue. Bear with me. Okay. Okay. I just need to check the other ones. Just refresh. Okay. Right. So, where were I with this list? So, I've just done the jokes, done the announcement. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay. So, just a bit of advice for people to do Valentine's alone, or if not even necessarily just Valentine's Day. It can be any kind of holiday like birthday, Christmas, New Year, anything like that. And you just feel like you're alone. Just a few suggestions. And once I've finished these, I will be ending the stream. Unless I get any other comments that want me to answer anything, then I'll be done for the night. Okay? So chances are this will take another 10 minutes, then I'll be off. Okay. So, I've just put down on here V-Day alone. So yeah, again, I just need to re-emphasize, don't feel pressured that you need to do anything. Don't feel like you have to do anything that makes it that extra special for you. Honestly, to be honest with you, if it weren't for my wife being here right now, I would have treated this like being just any other day, like a long weekend or whatever. So don't feel you have to. Because the more pressure you put on yourself, the worse you're going to feel if you can't find anything to do for yourself. Okay, so don't feel that you need to. I really do mean that. So if you do feel like you need to do something, again, you can just go about your day. Sorry, that was I can't believe I just did that. Okay, so it doesn't have to be big. So, I don't know, for example, if it were me, I'd be playing on the Xbox all day, run a bath, get some aromatherapy going or something, or even just, I don't know, the money you might have spent on your partner, just spend on yourself and just pig out, like all different Domino's or McDonald's or something, or just your favourite pizza restaurants or something, just go nuts, just pig out, just get yourself a trough if you have to, just just go for it. You deserve it. You really do. You really do deserve it. I mean, you come this far. You're still here. You're doing something right. So everyone needs that little bit of reward, even if you haven't been doing anything. Just go for it. What you got to lose? Money. So yeah. Other than that, you don't necessarily have to treat yourself in that kind of way that you're actually having to do something for yourself. Might be something else. Again, that money that you would have spent on a partner, spend on yourself in a way that get that Amazon order that you've wanted for ages, that you really, really just put off. Like, for example, okay, if I had a bit more money, I'd probably have got myself a more comfortable chair to sit on, like a gaming chair, like a lot of YouTubers have in their live streams. that's something I'm going to be working over the next few months, but you know, the message is there. You know, so like get that movie or get that game on the Xbox or PlayStation, whatever. If you got something like that, get yourself the equipment that you need, like I don't know, dumbbells, as my wife mentioned earlier. Um, get yourself a stepper machine so you can do steps all day, like do some exercise, or get that freaking kitchen equipment, get that piece of furniture, get that one thing that you put off getting with the money you would have spent on someone else. Because again, you're gonna feel like you've accomplished something by actually finally getting it yourself. It's just another nice thing to have around the house, or apartment, or flat, or anything that you have. Okay. Um, Friends. So, okay, again, it's a bit late in the night, but look, I know people who are alone right now who I could be talking to. There's people I work with who live alone, anyone like that. You got to know someone, or even if it is someone who has a partner, you know, get in touch with your friends, socialize. Okay, with the current situation, it might even be on Zoom, and that might still not necessarily be the best thing. It might not be ideal, but at least you're interacting and at least you're connecting to people. And look, it could even be to say, look, I'm really struggling right now. I don't even care if we talk nonsense for about a couple of hours or so. Just need someone to talk to. It's literally all you have to say to them, you know? So, there's got to be one person you know that is in the same situation as you, and you know what? They'll probably appreciate it just as much as you do. Okay. Um, and again, I've mentioned it a few times in this chat, in this live stream. Excuse me, one moment. I've mentioned this a few times in this chat, live stream. I've done it again. So remember, healthy mind, healthy body. Get out and exercise, even if it's just a walk around the block, even if it's just a walk down to the supermarket, if it's in walking distance. Get out there. If it's too cold or you're snowed in, then do chores, do just scrub the countertops, do vacuuming. Vacuuming's a really good one. Ironing, anything like that. No matter how mundane it is, it's physical activity. Excuse me, sorry about this. It's physical activity, and you'll get you moving, and you get your body to some kind of routine that if you wake up instead of lounging about, and it's one of the reasons that you might be feeling it might be difficult getting to sleep, that your body isn't as active as it should be during the day. So the more you can do during the day, the more you can fill your time up. The more exercise you do, you don't have to be pumping weights. Again, it could just be something by rearranging your space. You just need activity. It's all you, well, yeah, it's not all you need, but it's something to help your body and your mind out. Okay. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna go back to this is the last one now. I'm getting actually really getting tired. I might change the time of these live streams a bit, just purely the fact that if I do happen to go on for a long time, like tonight, I do kind of get tired and I slow down. So yeah, it's just another day. Don't feel pressured. You don't have to impress anyone, so you don't need to try there. So go about your business like it doesn't exist. Otherwise, all you're going to be doing is thinking about it the whole day. And then what will also end up happening is the next day it's a regret that you'll have that you didn't do anything, that you didn't have anyone or whatever. So the more that you can do again to occupy yourself, keep it out of your mind, do something, just do something, the better you'll be off for it. Okay? And I'm going to leave it there with the phrase, at the end of the day, it gets dark. And as Jerry Springer would say, look after yourself and each other. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I hope I am going to get another video out. I am going to be working during the week. I might batch produce some stuff so that I can get a weekly and a regular schedule going on again. And tomorrow I'll be putting on my channel future live streams and maybe some other stuff. I don't know yet, but definitely I'll put on the next few dates for live streams. It's basically going to be the same time as tonight, every Sunday, unless I feel like I need to do a bit earlier. It might change till about 7. I just need to discuss it with my wife first. Okay, so yeah, I hope all of this helped. So again, if you've got any value from this content, I'd like you to consider liking this stream. I would also like you to consider subscribing to this channel and hitting that notification bell to keep up with the latest comment on the latest content. And the reason I ask you to subscribe is that if you'd like to continue to get any helpful hints and tips on how to improve your mental state and you know, improve your quality of life. Okay, and yeah, every time anyone does that for a YouTube creator, it really does mean the whole world, not the whole world maybe, because we have lives too. It really does mean the world to us though, because anyone who's under 1,000 subscribers, it will get us close to that mark. And anyone who does anything, interacts with our channels, it goes towards improving everything, and it goes towards growing the channel. So, and the main reason that we are here is because of you guys who are watching. A lot of celebrities won't say that, but we really do appreciate you. Okay, now with that being said, it is the end of the day, it is dark, and I need to go. So you're probably going to see my pajama bottoms as I walk off, but yeah, see you guys later.